We can't see them. They're not off the road. We think they're in the water.
Oh God, no, this can't have happened.
The feeling of dread, it was sickening.
There is no process written for something like that.
The lucky boys.
I think there was a lot of shock, to be honest, at the time.
We weren't really thinking, oh, we're going to continue. I mean, cars in the bottom of the lake, it's not going to continue.
Why won't it start for tomorrow? It was just a challenge. We've got to give it a try.
The effort was so big. Everybody was involved.
Do everything you can until something else stops you. Giving up is the worst thing you can do.
The overriding memory is when the car started.
When most people think of rallying, they picture the World Rally Blue, neon yellow and gold wheels of Subaru, whose domination of the sport spanned nearly 2 decades. They were the pinnacle of rallying for many, many years. It's common knowledge that cars require oil to run, but when it comes to motorsports, they don't realise just how important it is. Moto recognised the R&D opportunity that this crazy sport of rallying provided, and that's why they decided to go all in as a technical partner with the Subaru World Rally team. With Moto, Subaru was on top of the world.
Restraint that it's going to take to not lace this description of what just happened with multiple expletives.
I'm also going to give you an unusable interview.
Ended up getting into it, and yeah, we got a puncture. Not a lot to say. It was really dumb.
Cut mud.
Ah! Oh, woo, woo, woo!
It's raining.
It's a challenge, it's an adventure. But that's part of the draw of rallying. You come home smelling of smoke and your eyes are burned by the glare of the flares in the cars. They're ordinary lads with an extraordinary talent. It's like absolutely nothing else.
I am Ott Tänak. Welcome to DirtFish.
We can't see them, they're not off the road. We think they're in the water.
Oh God, no, this can't have happened.
The feeling of dread, it was sickening.
There is no process written for something like that.
The lucky boys.
I think there was a lot of shock, to be honest, at the time.
We weren't really thinking, oh, we're going to continue. I mean, cars in the bottom of the lake, it's not going to continue.
Why won't it start for tomorrow? It was just a challenge. We've got to give it a try.
The effort was so big, everybody was involved.
Do everything you can until something else stops you. Giving up is the worst thing you can do.
The overriding memory is when the car started.
When most people think of rallying, they picture the World Rally Blue, neon yellow and gold wheels of Subaru, whose domination of the sport spanned nearly 2 decades. They were the pinnacle of rallying for many, many years. It's common knowledge that cars require oil to run, but when it comes to motorsports, they don't realise just how important it is. Moto recognised the R&D opportunity that this crazy sport of rallying provided, and that's why they decided to go all in as a technical partner with the Subaru World Rally team. With Moto, Subaru was on top of the world.
Restraint that it's going to take to not lace this description of what just happened with multiple expletives.
I'm also going to give you an unusable interview.
Ended up getting into it, and yeah, we got a puncture. Not a lot to say. It was really dumb.
Cut mud. It's raining.
It's a challenge, it's an adventure, but that's part of the draw of rallying. You come home smelling of smoke and your eyes are burned by the glare of the flares in the cars. They're ordinary lads with an extraordinary talent. It's like absolutely nothing else.
I am Ott Tänak. Welcome to DirtFish.
Alrighty, guys, and we are live. Good afternoon, everybody, or good morning, wherever you may be, and welcome to DirtFish Online. Already seeing a lot of familiar names there in the chat. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully, everyone's having a pretty solid day all around. I know things are a little strange pretty much everywhere, and over the past couple of months. So it's been a pretty typical spring day up here in the Pacific Northwest, at least weather-wise for us here at DirtFish. So it's been showers on and off all day. But hopefully everyone else is doing well. Over in the chat there, KMHD, already been chatting with you. Good to see you, buddy. I'm doing quite well, thank you very much. It's been pretty cool up here at DirtFish. We're slowly reopening and starting to get some classes back again. So we're currently in day 2 of a 3-day program in rear-wheel drive. So we've been out in the BRZs all day today, learning how to be driving in some different surfaces. So tarmac and gravel and wet corners and dry corners. So I can hardly complain about that. Over on Twitch, Kitty Hawk, hey, good to see you. How are you doing, man? Abseely, how are you over on YouTube? Justin, good to see you. I saw your recommendation there. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, exactly. A bit like the weather in Wales. Wow, isn't that lucky? driving on some wet gravel. Hopefully that will carry over. Shafi saying that you can already see the dust on my shirt. Uh-oh. Thought I got myself cleaned up, but that's hey, that's the life that you live in. When where you work, its first name is Dirt. Yeah, you sort of end up a bit dusty some days. Bogyard, yeah, it wasn't quite mudfish, but it was some interesting conditions for sure. We'd get a shower down, so the road would go very slick, so we had to be very smooth with our inputs. But then as the cars were going through, the weather would lighten up a little bit. All of a sudden, grip would start to come back, so we'd start to get a little bit more aggressive with the corners. And then as the rain came back in again, we had to dial it back down. So students had some tough conditions out there today, but they all drove really well. Everyone's feeling really positive. So really looking forward to tomorrow when they start doing the long tracks. So that should be lots of fun. We start going into pace notes and cracking the rally code on that one. So that should be awesome fun. Justin, you're looking at buying a Fiesta ST? Good call. It's a fantastic little car. It'll do pretty much everything you can ask from it. One of our instructors here at DirtFish used to autocross a Fiesta ST, and we've worked with plenty of them in the rally world as well. Great intro rally car. Those things are pretty bulletproof. So very nice. So my goal for today is do a little bit of warm up here. I've hopped on the stream straight from class, so I've not warmed up at all. So you're going to see me at my roughest. So hopefully things can work out through there. And then we will tackle day 1 of Rally Wales, which is the final stage of the Solberg World Cup as of right now. So if you guys missed the last stream, we did day 2 of Rally Finland. That was a bit of a rough one for me. We ended up racking up about 1:20 in penalties in the end, so that wasn't ideal. Not my proudest rally, but just showing that the constant and consistent practice going through this season, even after the penalties, we finished 380th. So solidly in the top 500. For you guys hopping into the stream, my goal was top 1,000 for this championship. We're currently sitting at about 340 in the championship standings, so really excited about that. This constant progress going through. We had an awesome result in New England, so hopefully we can carry that on to Wales, which is arguably my home rally. Where I grew up in the UK, I wasn't too far from that, so it's also, in terms of physics, very similar to the roads that we have out here in the Pacific Northwest. So lots of wet gravel, lots of undulation on the roads as well. So that's certainly one of my favorite places to be rallying. So we may warm up with a little bit of that. Excuse the pronunciation, Zura View over on YouTube. Hi from Russia. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. You doing well? Harukan over on Twitch is asking, when the new BRZ is released next year, is DirtFish going to upgrade? I hope so. Yeah, absolutely. We'll see when things come down to it. fortunately, we have quite a nice relationship with Subaru, so we're currently running the all-new generation of the STIs out here on the property and the current generation of the BRZs. So those are our all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive offerings. So hopefully, as we get the new cars, we can continue some sort of relationship with Subaru there and get a new fleet of BRZs in. God knows that I would love to drive them. I'm a big fan of the BRZ. Do a little bit of more practice. Yeah, probably will. We'll hop in a minute. No Red Bull yet. I've already had one today. Part of my schedule is I got a Red Bull at lunch, especially when I'm teaching. So I'm doing it right now. I'm loaded up on coffee. Got a more natural energy. Tastes a little bit less like someone melted the Terminator. But hopefully just as energetic. Justin is asking, do I have a setup overview? Yeah, man, I'm more than happy to talk you through my setup. So the wheel I'm using right now is the Fanatec version 2.5 base. And then we've got a universal hub on here. So we've used it for the Xbox. And then the actual wheel I'm using is a custom DirtFish wheel. And these are the same wheels that we use in our cars. So going to the sim rig feels a little bit more natural for me. As for the pedals, we've got the version 2 pedals down here as well. These are the Fanatec pedals. Just off camera here, using the shifter, I've got the Fanatec shifter. I use it in sequential mode, especially with the R5s. I try and keep it pretty similar to what the cars would use in game. And then I do have the handbrake set up here as well. So another Fanatec handbrake. It's an awesome little setup. The more and more I'm using it, the harder and harder it is to go back to my old setup. So I'm very subtly sold on one of these. It's a great little wheel. Say Colin McRae is the best. Hey, mate, you don't need to make me say it. More than happy to. The guy's a legend. Although, I grew up with Richard Burns being my rally hero. But, I mean, Colin McRae is just an absolute idol of the sport. Rally at 25 over on Twitch. Hey, buddy, how are you? How did your campaign go on the last run? Game HD, copping the FIA and US boots. Yep. I've got my FIA spec sim racing fireproof shoes. So these are what I like to rally in usually. So I stick with them on the sim rig. They've got authentic rally dust on the top there. I did scrub them down beforehand. Yeah, in Finland, Rallia. How did it go for you? Ataraxia, what about the altar to the lobe in the classroom? Calling us out. So in the classroom here at DirtFish, we actually have one of Sebastian Loeb's fire suits from when he won the championship. So if any of you have been to DirtFish or you're checking us out, we've got so much like rally memorabilia around here. We've just got a wall of fire suits from F1 drivers to rally drivers to touring car drivers to rallycross drivers. So yeah, check them out. I think there's some pictures up on the website or on our Instagram as well. But yeah, that's not my altar to Loeb. Just saying. Only if I hit things there, Chris. Only if I hit things. Yeah, there you go. You can't go wrong with the S7, right? It's gorgeous. All right. Let me go ahead and hop in the game here. I think I'm going to warm up with a little bit in Wales, although actually, Justin, over in the chat, you requested me to run a stage in New England. Was that correct, in the Fiesta S2? Which stage was that? I'm more than happy to warm up with a little bit of that before we jump into the R5s. Oh, gotcha. Okay, you're running Wales? All right, cool, man. Well, hopefully I can give you a challenge through here. For those of you new in chat, I am not a pro sim racer at all. I'm one of the instructors here at DirtFish Rally School, so I do rally myself, but whether it comes to competitively racing in sim, this is my first foray into it, so we can see how it goes through. You wanted Fuller downhill. Yeah, man, absolutely. The descent, very cool. I believe that's the one there, Fuller Mountain Descent. Yep, cool. Just making sure I got the right one. And then you wanted it in the H2 Fiesta. Yeah, man, we'll start with a little bit of a front-wheel drive. Been racing rear-wheel drive today. I'll be competing in all-wheel drive now. So let's see what we can get going on. Got to retrain my brain a little bit to adjust between drivetrains. Hey, over on YouTube. Well, thank you for checking us out first. Am I playing with full force feedback? Yes, I am. Yep, so I do like to have the wheel kick, and the Fanatec with the belt drive, the way the force feedback adjusts, I really like that you can feel a little bit of slip through it. So there's different types of feedback for when you hit a berm and it kicks on you, or the wheel will kind of go light when it starts to lose traction. So yes, absolutely. Oh, sorry, Justin. I saw downhill, so I chose descent. Yeah, we got a bit of time. I can hop back and change it. No worries. Ooh, very nice. How do you like it so far, there, Ralia? Oh yeah, for sure. I bet it is. And you wanted Ascent instead. There you go. Still in the Fiesta. Perfect. Alright, everybody. Gotta loosen up. Get out of rear-wheel drive mode. Rock out to the boots and pants. Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants. I have no idea how well I'm going to drive, jumping straight from a real rear-wheel drive car to a sim front-wheel drive car, so we'll see what we can do. Yeah, of course, man. Happy to do so. You know, typically I like doing a bit of warm-up, and that's a bit freeform. We'll get a little bit competitive here afterwards, and then we'll sort of finish a little bit freeform as well. So I say we just jump into it. Let's go. Alright, guys.
5.
First race of the afternoon. Let's see what goes
3,
on.
2, 1, go.
Oh.
5 right long, opens over crest 50. 4 right over jumps into don't cut, 4 left long. Opens over crest 30, turn late.
Yep, definitely got to adjust that front wheel drive. Gonna hang a little bit more angle out than I initially expect.
Flat 6 right long. 130.
Feels very strange going to a different drivetrain like this.
Right, and keep right over 200. 4 right, very long, tightens turn, hairpin right. Into 6 left long.
Ooh, came in a little tight on that one.
Into 5 right long. Into
Don't
6
lift.
left over crest.
I don't know what
80.
lift means.
Don't cut, 5 left over crest. Into 6 right, 100. 6 left, 120.
Getting brave with that don't cut there.
6 left over crest. Into caution, 4 right long tightens. Into 6 left, extra long. Into 6 right,
6 left,
extra
extra.
long. Tightness 5. 100. 5 left long, 100.
Whoa, that snapback.
Flat left over crest, 140. Turn unseen, 1 right.
Unseen 1 right.
Opens through narrow gate. 30.
Whoa, got a little unstable under braking there.
Opens through narrow gate. 120. Cut 6 left over dip.
The handbrake definitely helps get the rear going. Yeah, absolutely. I find that getting the rear to step out is not the issue. You know, working on a little bit of weight transfer, getting the weight to the front, and being aware of what you're asking from the car at any given time makes a big difference. So you'll really see me like focus on slowing, then focus on turning, then focusing on getting back to the throttle. The issue comes from my experience in all-wheel drive cars, where I want to get back to the throttle a little early, knowing that the diffs can kind of help me out in the corner. In the front-wheel drive cars, it really does almost like snap back into position. That's what throws me off.
6 right, 70.
Again, getting a little brave with the cut.
4 right long, opens into 4 left long, 30. 6 right, opens long, into slow, 6 left, and 6 right long, tightens turn 3 long.
Slow 6 left.
Opens 30. 5 right long,
Oh,
opens
missed that turn in.
30. 4 right long, tightens 50. 4 right tightens. 5 left, very long, tightens 4 cut. Into 5 right of a crest, into 5 left long, caution don't cut, over finish to stop. Over
And there we
finish
go, look at
to
that.
stop.
Woo!
Well done.
Let's see what's going on in the chat here. Rally, you're working on driving a Mark II at London Rally School next year. Man, that would be awesome. Yeah, let me know how it goes. Front wheel drive plus New England equals suffering. Yeah, absolutely. What I found in the all-wheel drives, the front-wheel drives with these cars, is because when you get back to throttle, they tend to kind of kick out in the opposite direction. So if you're coming to a right-hand corner, you're braking on the way in, turning in, so the weight's on the front, the car rotates where you want it to go. If you get a little too eager on the way out the corner and you come off the brake and get back to the gas, it doesn't square up. It'll kind of kick back out. So what I've been trying to do is over-rotate into the corner. So let's say I want to point here. If I slightly over-rotate, if I give it throttle, it does kind of balance and push itself back out. So that's what I've been going through. But jumping in from a rear-wheel drive that I've been teaching today into the front-wheel drive, it's kind of snapping my brain in half. Can you tell me more about the all-wheel drive stuff when I get out there again? Yeah, absolutely, dude. More than happy to nerd out over rally and talk about anything you guys are curious on. Mosif over in Twitch, thanks for hopping back on, buddy. I'm doing quite well. Class is opening back up here at DirtFish again, so being able to teach and be in car has been awesome. Hopefully things are all well with you. How's everyone doing? After playing a lot of the stages on dirt, what is your favorite, Jack? Oh, mate, I'm biased. I think, honestly, Wales is probably my favorite. I wouldn't say it's my best, but I will say it's my favorite. Sweden has a certain... I don't know, Sweden's got a soft spot in my heart as well. That's when we met Howard, so I quite like Sweden. I will say that probably Monte Carlo is actually my least favorite. Maybe an unpopular opinion, but I just never get driving. Go on, Chris. Hey, Jumping Jelly Bean, how are you, bud? Thanks for tuning in. Shoffy's asking, does throttle help turn an all-wheel drive car? Kind of. So what the throttle tends to do in an all-wheel drive car is it tends to deliberately cause understeer, right? So because you've got power coming from the front and the rear, it wants to go in whichever direction the car is pointing, not in the direction that it's going. However, you can deliberately use that understeer to your advantage. So again, let's say we got a corner here, we got early, regular, and late apex. If you turn in on an all-wheel drive car and you're not quite pointing where you want to go and you give it gas, the car does not go around, it will go wide. So to use that to your advantage, in an all-wheel drive car, if you come in and slightly over-rotate, now you're not through the corner, but the car is pointing in the direction of the corner. At that point, if you start giving it throttle, the car sidesteps. So you can deliberately use that understeer to your advantage by getting the nose pointed and then let it push a little wide on the exit. So it kind of helps turn, but it won't turn the car, but it is necessary for cornering. So hopefully that kind of cleans up a little bit. Yeah, Wales is totally my favorite. Wet gravel and undulating roads out in the woods, like that's what I'm used to. Yeah, we'll do a couple of runs in Wales. I got to do a little bit of warm up in the R5s before I start competing, so we'll see how it goes then. Old Buttstone Mill, Scotland, S7. Yeah, sure, why not, Caleb? I'll hop in and give that one a go first. So, Shofi, hope that's helped clear it up, or anyone having questions about how to drive the all-wheel drive cars. A little more rotation than you think, and a little more patience than you think. Those are the keys to it. So you wanted Scotland, Old Buttstone Mill, Muir, maybe? I think that's the one you mean, mate. Got it. And then you're looking for the Impreza, am I right? This guy. Am I right, Caleb? Is that the one you're looking for, the S4? Hurricane. What's the craziest thing a student has done while you were in the car? Ooh. Everyone does something a little bit different. It's interesting what like panicking and fear makes people do in the moment. Had some interesting moments, like totally missing a corner. That's always quite fun. I've had once where we missed a corner. It's like, okay, on the brake, and then they shifted up instead. Oh, sorry, Caleb. Let me go back and change that. Yeah, it's like, okay, brake, 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 and then they upshifted. It's like, oh, we missed the corner. Then that's cool. That's always exciting. Yeah, no worries, Caleb. My apologies. I misread it looking through the chat. I thought you typed out the S4. I'll go back and change it. Oh yeah, seen that before as well, Shofi. You're in a left-hand corner, and they're like, "Is this a right?" So, no. Oh, I did the exact same thing again. I'm getting excited. Hitting cones, yeah, that absolutely happens. You know, I'm day one. If you're hitting cones, at least you're getting close to the apex. But when we teach the longer programs, in day 3, we start treating those as rocks. You know, when you're actually out on a rally, then sometimes rocks get unearthed, sometimes stuff gets knocked into the road, sometimes stuff can fall off a car. So just because it's in your line doesn't mean you can hit it. So we got to adjust through there. So we start pushing a little bit more. Yeah, no cardboard cutouts, that's for sure. Haven't gone full Mustang yet. Yeah, I think a car versus a tree. The tree's going to win that every time. Is Karen still being worked on? Good question, Sean. For those of you who have hopped into the chat or are new, Karen is the name of my rally car. That is a Volvo 242 Turbo. Yes, she is currently still being worked on. Unfortunately, thanks to the thing that shall not be named, that kind of slowed down a little bit. But as things are opening back up, we're starting to look for parts again. We're starting to make plans for getting the rest of the wiring harness built out. So over the summer, she's going to be getting a lot of work done to her. So hoping for new suspension, new brake setup, new underbody, new wiring harness. So hopefully we'll be as done as we can going into the Olympus Rally November 14th. For those of you guys that missed it, ARA have released their 2020 rally schedule, which is really exciting. Oh, sure, no worries, mate. I'm more than happy to talk about Karen. She's lovely. Yeah, the Red Brick, absolutely. That's actually the name of our rally team, is Red Brick Racing. So yeah, if you see us out there in Olympus or going into 2021, we're aiming for a little bit more of a full West Coast schedule. Come say hi. There we go, Caleb. We got it. We're in the bug eye now. I just got too excited before. All right, let's see how this thing feels. Going back to the all-wheel drive.
4, 3, 2, 1, go. 30, short 4 left, keep right into 4 right long, tightens over crest, 40, 3 right long, tightens, into 3 left long, tightens, and keep right, into 6 left, keep right over 50, 3 left over crest, opens past junction, caution sudden, 3 right over crest, 60, don't cut, 3 left, 70, early 4 right over crest, cut lane, keep right.
Getting a little behind on the pace notes there.
Left, small cut, 70, short 6 left, into 4 right, opens long and tightens.
Come on, stabilizer, there we go.
Jump, 50, keep left over crest, into 6 right, 6 left, keep right over long crest, into 5 right, keep in over crest, tightens, small crest and dip, into 3 left over crest, slow in 80, downhill, 2 right, don't cut, neat. Into caution, 1 left, very long, tightens, and keep left, into unseen, 1 right, into 6 left.
Oh, got a little wide going into the bridge there.
Into caution, 2 right over crest, tightens, and 2 left, don't cut, very long, opens, into 2 right, tightens short, 1 over crest. Into tight, 3 left, don't cut, 50, 5 right long, 120.
There we go.
Short 3 right.
Starting to figure out this driving thing.
And 3 right over crest. Short 3 left to jump bump 30. Keep left over crest, bump into sudden. 5 right tightens narrow. Into flat left, flat right 100. 6 left into 6
Gonna carry a little bit more speed there.
And 6 left. Keep right over 100. 6 left into 6 right. Caution slow 110. 3 right. Tightens over crest. Into 6 left long, dip, caution, keep right over long crest, pass lane into 6 left.
I think I just dropped my right rear off the side of the road there.
80, caution, 3 right, tightens over crest. 40, caution, short, 6 left, slow, 40, 6 left, tightens, ebb and left long.
Whoa, there we go.
43 right long.
Got to adjust back to that sim wheel.
Right long. 50, flat right, 60, 4 left, very long over crest.
Yeah, we'll be going to Howard after this one, guys.
Into short 6 right, flat left 60, 4 left long, tightens, into 4 right, very long, caution, tightens, into short 3 left, keep in, keep middle of a bump, into 6 right, into short 3 left, 35 right, caution 70, keep right of a bump, jump, into 3 left of a bump, dip, 60, fast, 3 right, opens long, 90, crest,
make a bunch of noises loudly.
Extra long.
If in doubt, shout at the car.
Into 3 left of a small crest, opens extra long, 170, 6 right of a crest, 70, 6 left of a small crest, opens long, tightens short, 4 left and logs neat, 50, slowing, 4 right tightens, opens 60, turn 1 right, don't cut, rocks inside, 100.
Whoa, a little tight. Ah. That gripped up a little more than I expected through there. It was quite loose going into that.
Past junction. 60, 6 left long, caution tightens 2 long, opens, keep middle of a small crest, 60 over finish, 5 left over crest, and 5 right, opens to stop, 5 left over crest.
There we go. Thank you, Ataraxia, yep. Not my cleanest stage, but that's why we're warming up. Well, there you go, Caleb. We got you. A little bit of early shifting. I'll tend to shift early before the corner if I know I'm going to have to go down through a couple of gears. So if I'm going like 5th to 3rd, generally what I'll do is I'll downshift early, turn in, and then maybe downshift again on the exit. So that way the car kind of squats a little bit more. If I'm just going down through the 1 gear, usually I do it a little late. I find that shifting on the exit, it makes the corner my priority rather than getting into the right gear. And then when you get back to the power and the car kind of squats, you actually force those rear tires into the ground so they get a little better grip on the corner exit. You've made me very self-conscious about dramatic onomatopoeia right now. Something that happens. Alright, over to the R5s. There's Howard in all his glory. For you guys that are new in the chat here, chat has named my car Howard. That's what we're running the championship in. She's been awesome so far. Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants. Bow, 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 bow. Gotta get that groove going early on, you know. I know, it's glorious. Yeah, there you go. As it turns out, really is how hard can it be. Some pants and bumps and jumps and bumps and jumps. If you guys got any other drum onomatopoeias, let me know. I know one that was a couple of Swedes told me, which was patista, patusta, patista, patusta. Going on the soft tires. When it comes to tuning, if you guys are hopping in here, I've not been doing a whole lot, but I have been adding a little bit of rear toe angle, finding that it really pulls out the corner. Listen to my Colsa mirror. Boots, 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 and pants and boots. All right. Good to see you, buddy. Let's see what we got.
5, 4,
Radow! Radow!
1, go. 50. 3 right over crest, long tightens. Into 4 left, tightens, turn square left.
A little heavy on the throttle there.
60.
Going back to that
2 left over crest, tightens.
big swing style. Need to tidy her up a little bit.
Into 3 right over crest. Into 5 left. And 2 right long, tightens over crest.
2 right
into 3
long.
left. And keep right over bump. Into 4 left long, opens over 60. Into 6 left over crest, 2 right tightens, don't cut. Into 3 left long. Into 4 right over crest, bump. And keep left over crest, jump. Into 4 right. 60. 5 left long, tightens 3. To keep right over jump, into 3 left long, opens over crest. And keep right. Into 4 left over crest.
Especially coming straight from the car, I can certainly feel like my adrenaline's still kind of going a little bit.
4
Need
left
to slow my hands down a little bit,
keep
go
right
back
over
onto the
30.
sim.
5 left. 5 right over bumps. 5 left
Keep
over
her
jump.
nice and tidy.
5 right long, opens over
He
crest.
says
back
right
camber.
before he inevitably crashes.
Into 4 left long over crest. 50. 3 left, tightens over crest, don't cut. Into 6 right. And 6 left through narrow gate. 30. 4 left over crest, into 4 right, tightens over crest and through gate. 5 left over crest, into 5 right over jump. Into 3 left long. 30. 4 left long over crest, into 5 right over crest. Into 4 left. Into 4 right over jump. Into 6 left, 170 over bumps. 5 left, into 4 right, keep in over crest jump. Into 4 left, opens over crest. Keep left over 80. 4 right long, tightens 3, don't cut. Keep left over 30. 4 right over bump. Into slow, 4 left through
Just
long.
a little tight to
30,
there.
turn square left.
Push me luck a little bit.
30. 4 right, opens over crest long, tightens turn, hairpin right. Into 6 left over crest. Keep right over 60.
There you go, a little tidier on the way out of the corner there, made up for it.
Camber, 6 right over crest and turn square right through gate. 60. Crest, into 5 right over jump. Into 3 left long, tightens over crest. Into 5 right long, tightens. Into 5 left. And 2 right long, tightens. Into 4 left, opens over crest. 50 over crest. 5 left, 60. Over finish. 60 to stop. Well done.
Hey, there we go. First Wales down. Woo! What stage is this? Good question there, JS Gamer on Twitch. Thanks for hopping on. That was Pent Maw. More? Mare? Meant early shifting up, not down. I thought this would be done on the engine highest revs. So when it comes to the highest revs, you have a little bit of a power drop off. So the short shifting for me comes from a tendency to be driving like turbocharged cars. So usually what you have is the power band will be a little further back, but the power is not right in the top end. So if you shift, especially in like an STI, the biggest power band is between like, I believe it's 3,200 to 5,400 RPM. Anything after that, you're actually losing power. So I have a tendency to short shift a little bit to keep me in the power band on the way up. So even though screaming at the top end sounds good, chances are it's much more about getting back into boost and into power. So that's just a little personal habit that I've carried over. So yeah, you may see slightly different styles. Sometimes screaming at the very top end of the motor. One, it's not good for the motor, and especially if you're running a championship with damage on, you can end up causing some damage there. And then two, that's just a little bit of my driving style. Do any of these cars drive like the real thing? I'm new. Yeah, man. So first off, thanks for hopping in. It's appreciated. These cars are about as close as I've gotten. So I'm not a like pro sim rallyist at all. I'm an instructor here at DirtFish Rally School in Snoqualmie. So hopping onto this, I'm driving these cars as I would drive a regular rally car, you know. And the fact that it just carries over and makes total sense is, you know, a real testament to what the physics are doing these days. So yes, I'm driving them like I would normally. The fact that they work is very impressive. All right, am I even vaguely close? Nah, we can tidy that up a little bit. Let's run another Welsh stage here. Have a chance to blow off the cobwebs a little bit. It's been a few days since I was last on. Yeah, sure, let's do a bit no more land. Woo! Oh, well, bit no more land reverse in the rain in stage 3s, but gotcha. Okay, well, we'll run them kind of out of order, see what's going on. Hey, better laid plans. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, mate. How are you? How did your rally in Finland go in the end? Did you have a chance to compete? What do you have to do to come work at DirtFish? Good question, one that we get a lot. So, if you are interested in any potential openings, then email info@dirtfish.com. Getting into rally racing, the best thing I can recommend is to start doing as much racing as possible. So whether that's autocross or go-karts, go out and volunteer at your local events. That's personally how I got involved. I started volunteering at rallies. You get friendly with service crew. Then I was eventually asked to co-drive. And so that's how I got into the co-driving world. At that point, I sold my track car, which was a Miata. So to get into the world of rally racing, it's as much as trying to make yourself as much of a part of it as you can. Go volunteer, go check out local events, go do as much as you can in it. You know, unfortunately, money that has a bit of a hand in every form of motorsport, but rally is about as expensive as you want to make it, right? So if you're looking to compete with, like, you know, Travis Pastrana at the top level here in the ARA, then yeah, money, it does have a lot for it. I mean, he's in a multi-$100,000 car. Or you can do the tactic like I have, in which I've got a Volvo 240 Turbo. It's parts are reasonably cheap. They work. You can track them down anywhere, and it's great fun. And you're driving the same roads regardless. So just go out and drive. That's the best I can offer. You're doing great. Didn't get the chance to run for. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. In retrospect, I kind of wish that I had an out as well, but we did alright in the end. It wasn't too shabby. Codemaster's got the WRC license. Yes, I heard that, and that's awesome. If they can keep the physics model that they're using in the current Dirt Rally series, I'm all about it. So I'd love to be able to drive some of the WRC cars in game, because I know the diffs on those things are just bananas. They're like spaceships. Alright, let's add a little bit of my tune. That's about all I got. Alright, let's hop in.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. into 5 right of a crest, 80, 4 left, 50, 4 left, tightens of a crest, 80, 5 left, into 2 right long, tightens, into 3 left,
Came into that one a little brave.
4 right, into 2 left long, tightens, 80 over bumps.
These sim
4
wheels
left
are
long,
amazing these
tightens
days,
of a
but
crest,
they are a
into
little
2
lighter
right of a
than
crest long,
the steering
opens,
wheels that I'm used to in cars. So
into 4
coming
right
straight
of a
from
crest,
car
into slow,
onto this,
3 left long,
I very
tightens, turn,
deliberately
square
need to
left,
calm my hands
unseen,
down.
uphill. Keep right of a 50. 5 right of a big crest. Into 6 left long, tightens, 3 tightens. To jump, into turn, 2 right tightens. Into 3 left, tightens of a crest. Into 4 right. Into 4 left. Into 2 right tightens. Into 4 left. 5 right, 4 left over bump crest, tightens, slow, keep left over 80 past junction, turn square right. Into 3 left, opens over crest, into 4 right long over crest. Into 3 left over crest, 30, turn hairpin right.
Woo! A little tight through there.
Into 4 left long over crest, tightens. 100.
Gotta learn the front of my car again. That's very strange.
Left over jump to keep right over
See
30.
me experiment.
6 left long, tightens 2, tightens. 30 over crest,
Woohoo!
bump.
Tightens 2.
80, 6 left over crest past junction, 40, 6 left over big jump, 80, keep middle of a crest, jump slow, 30, 6 left into turn, open hairpin right, 50,
Oh, God.
5 left over crest,
Little out of sorts coming
50,
through there.
3 left over crest, tightens, don't cut, into 4 right long, opens, slow, 30, 4 right long into turn, hairpin left, 80, 6 left,
Whoa!
30,
Yeah, that corner every time I want to take it a little tighter than it actually is.
keep middle of a crest, 50, 4 right of a crest, bump, 100, 6 right, 80,
Forgotten quite how bumpy Wales is.
crest into 5
Used to
right
all the
long,
big
tightens
bumps
through
from
gate and
Finland
water
where there's a
splash,
lot of jumps,
jump,
but
100, turn,
not quite as many
tight hairpin
bumpy
right.
areas.
Into 1 left long, opens 2 long, 60, 4 right, tightens over jump, opens long, tightens jump, into 4 right, tightens through water splash, and 2 right long, tightens through gate, opens over crest, 60,
Whoa!
left,
Wow,
opens
that rear end
50,
stepped around on me like crazy.
6 right over crest, 60
Very different
over
wheels than the
finish,
S7 we were
4
just in.
left
Or
long,
diffs,
opens
not
over
wheels.
crest to stop.
There we go. Woo! All right. I'd love to get a stage for some competition on the highway up to the falls and through DirtFish facility. There's a lot of fun roads in the neighborhood. Absolutely, there is. I would love to. I have no idea how to organize that, though. Yeah, we're trying to get as much as we can done. Gerard, hey, how are you, buddy? Thanks for hopping on in. Yeah, you wish you had the WRC3 car in it. Yeah, absolutely. Me too, man. Fingers crossed that things kind of work out. JS Gaming, if I was to get in a rally, should I focus on getting a car and driving that, or should I get a sim rig to practice safely? Ooh, good question. So I would always argue that as much as the sims can teach you a lot, what they don't teach you is the feeling of weight transfer, and that's really what separates rally sport from other forms of motorsport. So I would make more of an effort to get into a car and drive as much as you can, and drive whatever you can as well. Remember that rally is not just gravel or dirt roads. It's tarmac, it's snow, it's ice, it's sand, it's mud. So there is a a mix of everything that happens. So if you're looking to get into it, I'd recommend getting a cheap car that's easy to fix and isn't going to be your daily for sure. So looking at like my recommendation is like find a $500 Ford Focus or something like that. Something that runs, just rip out the interior. If it doesn't make you fast, take it out, and then start looking for rallycross events. So rallycross is a great way to get into it. Unfortunately, with a lot of dirt roads, competition is the only real way to really get a lot of practice. So, oh, dude, Choffy's on point with the link there. Best cars to start rallying with right there on DirtFish.com. So great link to be hopping in, checking out which cars you can look up, and then look through your local rallycross club. That's going to be a best place to go. Boom, there you go. Thank you very much, Choffy. Appreciate that. So, some great content there for you guys looking to be getting into rally racing. Make a custom championship for DirtFish where all the YouTube and Twitch viewers can compete in. So we do have a league that's been going on for a little bit. With all the craziness that's been happening recently, I do apologize. That has kind of fallen a little bit by the wayside. I think tonight I will set up a new rally for you guys. But yeah, we can get that set up for you, no problem. And I think with the end of the Solberg World Cup, we're going to be pushing that a little bit more. So I'd love to take you guys on in the stream. I will get something set up for you tonight, all right? So I will let you know. Do you need some license to participate in rallies and rallycrosses? So yes and no. So at a rallycross level, at least like American-style rallycross, which is like autocross or gymkhana, but on dirt, you need to have a membership through a local club. So usually there's some sort of buy-in. You can pay for the membership through there. And then you should be good for the season. In rally, you do need to have a license. So you can earn your license once you've done a certain amount of competitions in either rallycross or any sort of off-road or comparative driving competition. And then you get your license through the ARA here in the States. Do I use default setups or do I tune? So the only tuning I do is I adjust a little bit of rear toe angle. Otherwise, I'm driving it pretty stock. How close to the adjustments in Dirt Rally 2.0 feel for the setup stages in real life? They're a little bit more dramatic, I found, at least in terms of wheel geometry. But the motor and the brake setup is a little bit more dramatic as well. That's the one thing that I've not quite picked up on is the brake bias settings. They're not quite right in Dirt Rally as far as I'm concerned. But otherwise, I'm keeping things pretty stock, to be honest, mate. I know enough to be working on my car and know what I like, but I'm admittedly not a certified mechanic for sure. So, Solberg fan, I hope that answered your question. I hope you're doing well as well. Do just want to shout out really quick, Eutropolis and Tarzat Fortnite. If I got your name right over on Twitch, thanks for giving us a follow. Appreciate that. Hope everyone's doing well. All right, let's choose another stage. Just going totally random. There you go. Sure. We'll probably do one more here, and then we'll have to start looking at doing some competition here. So unfortunately, guys, I do have a pretty hard stop at around 7:30 tonight, Pacific Standard Time. So I'll be getting off then. So we'll do a warm-up here, and then we'll run a few stages, and then we'll play it by ear with what's going on later on. Usually it's pretty freeform. I think we're running till sometime gone 8 recently, but yeah, I got a hard stop there tonight. All right, slowly getting more comfortable with it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 6 left of a crest long, 40. 6 right of a dip, 80. 6 left long of a crest, into 5 right of a crest. and 5 left long to keep left of a crest into 5 right. 40, keep right of a crest, 120. 6 right, very long of a dip into 4 left of a crest. To keep left over 260 over crests. To dip into 5 right, opens of a crest and jump.
Got a little loose on me over the crest there. Car got a little lighter than I expected.
5 right of a crest and 5 left of a dip. Keep left of a 40. 5 right long tightens 4 of a crest. 30. 5 right of a crest.
Real fast start to this stage. Oh my goodness.
And 4 right long tightens 2 past logs.
4 right long tightens 2.
30. 4 left of a crest. Into 4 right of a jump. And 4 left long through gate tightens 2.
Do me good, Howard.
Immediate turn open hairpin right. 160 over bumps. Into 6 right of a crest.
There we go. A little bit of back and
90.
forth.
6 left of a crest. 60. Crest and slow. Keep left of a 30. 2 right narrow camber. And 6 left. 30 of a jump.
2 right narrow camber. Oh, sure is.
And 1 right of a crest. Opens 50. Keep left into 6 right of a crest and 5 left of a crest camber. To keep right of a crest into 4 left long of a dip.
Oh, that camber caught me off there. Getting a little brave,
60.
trying to straight shoot there.
Crest and 4 right, very long, tightens 2 through posts. Opens 90. Crest and 5 left, don't cut. To jump 60. Flat middle of a big jump to bump, keep right over 100 of a crest and gate to jump. 60, crest into 4 left of a crest, bump extra long, tighten slow 1.
Heavy oh, okay, that's a little tighter than I expected. I missed the 4 there. The moment I saw the corner, I was like, yep, that's the 4.
Opens of a crest, 60. Crest and 5 right.
I thought they were a little further ahead in the pace notes.
150 over bumps. 4 left of a crest, jump 40. 5 right of a dip, opens 50 over crest. 150 through dip, 3 left long, don't cut through posts. 80.
Oh, a little right side blind as well. Going back to the world of sim.
4 right of a crest, opens 80. 5 right long, over dip and jump, slow 50, open hairpin left. 100. 4 right, very long, opens, don't cut over crest, logs. 100, over finish, to stop. Well done.
There we go. Woohoo! Alright, doing okay so far. Yeah, that corner snuck up on me, man. I was like, that's not the 4. Oh, that was the 4 right there. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of in like the middle thousands there. But you know what? There's no better time than the present. I say we start stage 1. Ooh. This one's 12 days? Interesting. Okay. I thought this was a 1 week for Wales. Alright, well, we might start... we'll do a few stages. If I start feeling myself slip off, then knowing that I've got a little extra time, then... yeah, exactly. We might do like 3 or 4 stages and maybe break it up into 3. I'd really like to end this rally well, so I really don't want to be pushing my luck too much in some places. Okay, alright. Flex it out. Get those boots and pants going, chat. Boots and pants and boots and pants and pants. Thank you very much for the support, guys. Hopefully this one goes well. Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants and boots. been a long day of driving. Alright. That tow angle's been working for me so far, so I'm not going to complain too loudly. Pamp more, let's just jump straight into it. Dude, I know. I finished up the class and straight to it.
Starts 50, 3 right of a crest long tightens into 4 left, tightens turn square left.
What's that?
Good
Cut all the way? Oh, he's got the boots and pants. Look at that. Nice one, JS.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 50, 3 right of a crest long tightens into 4 left, tightens turn square left. Keep right of a 60, 2 left of a crest tightens into 3 right of a crest, into 5 left, and 2 right long, tightens of a crest, into 3 left, and keep right of a bump, into 4 left long, opens over 60.
Trying to get back to the gas a little too early there.
Into 6 left of a crest, 2 right tightens, don't cut, into 3 left long, into 4 right of a crest bump, and keep left of a crest jump, into 4 right,
Whoa.
60.
Messy start.
5 left long, tightens 3. To keep right of a jump, into 3 left long, opens of a crest, and keep right, into 4 left of a crest. 30 over bumps, 4 left long. To keep right of a 30, 5 left. 5 right of a bumps, 5 left of a jump, 5 right long, opens of a crest, bad camber. Into 4 left long of a crest, 50. 3 left, tightens of a crest, don't cut. Into 6 right, and 6 left through narrow gate. 30. 4 left of a crest, into 4 right, tightens of a crest and through gate. 5 left of a crest, into 5 right of a jump, into 3 left long. 30, 4 left long of a crest, into 5 right of a crest, into 4 left, into 4 right of a jump, into 6 left, 170 over bumps, 5 left, into 4 right, keep in of a crest jump, into 4 left, opens of a crest, keep left of a 80, 4 right long, tightens 3, don't cut. Keep left of a 30, 4 right of a bump.
Don't go too tight there, I remember that from my practice run.
Logs, 30, turn square left. 30, 4 right, opens of a crest long, tightens turn, hairpin right. Into 6 left of a crest. Keep right of a 60, turn 3 left long, opens of a crest.
Come on, there we go.
6 right of a crest and turn square right through.
Fogged on the way out of that corner there.
60. Crest into 5 right of a jump. Into 3 left long, tightens of a crest. Into 5 right long, tightens. Into 5 left. And 2 right long, tightens. Into 4 left, opens of a crest. 50 over crest. 5 left, 60. Over finish, 60 to stop. Well done.
All right, first stage down. Woo, baby. Oh, look at that, you're on Twitch. Yeah, it is miles per hour. It takes a little moment to swap there. Yeah, pushing a little bit hard on there. Ooh, 1 service for the last 4 stages. That's brutal, Zenthor. Okay, good to see you again, by the way, man. Hope you're well. Brad Davis, do I drive the school cars with those chucks? Yes, I do. These are my rallying shoes. They've done me well so far. If anyone has any contacts who make fireproof chucks, give me a heads up. Hey, thank you, Anthony, and good to see you again, man. How are you? What positions? That was 285 to begin with, so not great, but a decent start. Oh, I can tell, like, my adrenaline's still going. I'm a little twitchy for everything through this. I'm Need to calm myself down. Need some rally yoga. You seen an OMP boot with the Chucks pattern? Ah, okay, we're on to something. Yeah, I see you there, Chris. No worries, buddy. You're over on Twitch. Keep it buffered low. Keep it buffered chill. If we think we're going to win it, then we know we buffer will. Appreciate it. I'm doing well, thanks, man. About as well as can be.
Starts 4 right long. Opens
Rally is
60
starting
over
to happen
bumps,
up here in
6 right
DirtFish
over
again,
crest.
so very excited about that. Oh, there you go. JS's Gaming's got the boots and pants going.
5,
My man.
4, 3,
Ooh, very wet on this one.
1, go. 4 right long, opens 60 over bumps, 6 left into 5 right over crest, into 4 left long, tightens 2 over crest through gate to water
Test out my
splash,
grip a little bit.
and 3 left over bump.
Oh, very slick on that off camber. Blimey, Riley.
Turn 4 left over
Working the
jump,
brake the whole way through
into
there and
don't
nothing.
cut, 1 right, very long, tightens, into turn, tight hairpin left,
Oh, come on.
60. Keep middle of a crest and jump and water splash.
Yeah, not having much
4 left,
warm-up is
keep long,
kind of showing.
Opens of a crest.
Going straight from a
100.
rear-wheel
6
drive car to
left,
this. It's just
100.
too easy to be pushing.
4 left, don't cut of a crest, 50. 6 right, to keep middle of a crest, slow 130, turn unseen, tight hairpin right, uphill. Into 5 left long, opens to crest, and 6 left long, into 4 right, keep in of a crest, opens 30 over bumps, to keep right of a jump into turn
Okay,
2
yeah,
left long.
just no grip.
Opens uphill.
All right, mindset adjustment.
We have punctured the left rear.
Already got a
Into
puncture.
6 right, 60.
Oh, that's a
Keep
puncture in
middle
every
of a crest
rally
and
so
jump
far.
maybe, 170. 6 right of a jump. And turn 6 right of a crest into slow, 6 left of a crest into 2 right. 100. Down middle of a bumps to keep middle of a jump, 130 of a bumps. Slow 4 right long, tightens 3 of a crest. Into turn, hairpin left.
Okay.
Slow 4
Yeah,
right long, tightens
no.
3 of a crest. Into turn, hairpin left.
Yeah,
into
let's
4 right
replace that
long,
puncture.
tightens of a crest.
Please replace
Into
that
4
puncture.
left long, into 4
Why
right
aren't you
long,
replacing that puncture?
tightens of a crest. Into 4 left long,
Okay, well, I guess the puncture's not being replaced now.
into slow, turn unseen, 2 right, immediate square left. 60 of a crest, 3 right, tightens of a crest, 4 left. Four right, 2 left tightens. And 4 right, 4 left, into 3 right long tightens.
Replace the puncture, please. Thank you.
Into turn 2 left tightens. Opens of a jump. Into 3 right long. Caution 30, turn 6 right. 4 left of a crest, downhill. Slow, keep left of 80, turn square right. Opens 6 long.
Oh, come on.
Into 3 left long. Opens, tightens 2 of a crest.
I think this may be the worst stage of my championship so far.
4 right long of a crest. Opens 100. 2 right long tightens. Into 5 left. 4 right. 2 left long tightens. Into 6 right. 80. 3 right of a crest, logs, 60. Keep middle of a crest and 4 right. Keep right of a 70, 6 left of a crest into 3 right long, tightens don't cut. 60 of a finish to stop. Well done.
Ah, absolutely shocking. Ugh. I was trying to change the tire there, and it just kept not doing it. It's like pressing the button, nothing. But then it reset me on the stage. Then when I tried it again that second time, it seemed to work okay. But hey, this is what it is. Dropped us down to 641. That's not good considering how early we are in the championship. Yes, traction is absolutely awful. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is do a little bit more practice before I run into that. If this is the mindset that I'm in going into it and how I'm driving, I'd actually like to finish the championship in one piece. And driving like that, I'm not going to at all. So let's do a little bit more practice, and then we'll hop in some other stages a little later on. What was the one after that one? Let's do some Welsh stages in the rain, see if I can get used to that traction a little bit. Come on. Yeah, that was a rough one. Not happy with that one there. Got 2 punctures in the first corner. Oh, mate, I'm sorry to hear that. That's rough. Heavy rain. Yeah, there we go. Let's add another one. I'm just going to choose some random rain stages. Just see if I can get my eye in it, you know? Oh, wrong one. Sure, why not? Woo! I know. Well, it's tough. Like I've been teaching in the rear-wheel drive cars all day today. Did some front-wheel drive practice, and then straight into R5s in the wet. In hindsight, probably not my best choice, but that's okay. We've loosened up a little bit now. Got full track deck on. Let's do a little bit more practice here before I ruin my championship in one move. If we can have a bit of a rough stage, but then come back nice and consistently through the rest of it, I'll call that a win. But yeah, that was gnarly. Is anybody else running the championship for this one? I thought it was 1 week for this, but looks like it's going through till end of next week, so you guys will have a chance to get a little bit of practice in. Boots and pants, boots and pants, boots and pants. Yeah, good on you, Chris. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Just memorize the whole thing. Nah, I'm not one for stage memorization. I think that kind of takes the spirit out of the championship, I think. Takes the rally out of it if you've just memorized every corner. Yeah, the R2s. See, I don't have a ton of experience in front-wheel drives there, Jura, so it's a little different for me. It takes a while to fight through it. .402 after a double puncture on stage 1. Yeah, that's rough, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, there you go. Oh yeah, look at you, Ataraxia. Get it set up. You won't regret it. All right, random championship. Just a little bit of warm up here.
Starts 50, 3 right
Or
to the crest, long tightens.
tidying
4
up,
left,
I guess.
Tightens, turn square left.
I feel a little overwarm.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 50. 3 right over crest, long tightens. Into 4 left, tightens, turn square left. Keep right over 60. 2 left over crest, tightens. Into 3 right over crest.
You got it set up real early. Be very patient.
And 2 right long, tightens over crest. Into 3 left. And keep right over bump. Into 4 left long, opens over 60. Into 6 left over crest. 2 right tightens, don't cut. Into 3 left long. Into 4 right over crest, bump. And keep left over crest, jump. Into 4 right. 60.
If you get back on the
5
throttle
left
a
long,
little too
tightens
soon,
3.
it just never quite regains grip. It just goes wider
To
and
keep
wider
right
and
over
wider.
jump into 3 left long, opens over crest, and keep right. Into 4 left over crest.
Ooh, about 3 seconds off pace, am I?
30 over bumps, 4 left long, to keep right over 30, 5 left, 5 right over bumps, 5 left over jump, 5 right long, opens over crest, bad camber.
Okay. Wow, this is going to be a tough rally, everyone.
Into 4 left long over crest, 50. 3 left, tightens over crest, don't cut. Into 6 right, and 6 left through narrow gate. 30. 4 left over crest, into 4 right, tightens over crest and through gate. 5 left over crest, into 5 right over jump. Into 3 left long. 30. 4 left long over crest, into 5 right over crest.
Woo!
Into 4 left.
Oh, very strange.
Into 4 right over jump. Into 6 left, 170 over bumps. 5 left, into 4 right, keep in over crest jump. Into 4 left, opens over crest. Keep left over 80. 4 right long, tightens 3, don't cut. Keep left over 30, 4 right over bump. Into slow, 4 left through logs. 30, turn square left. 30, 4 right, opens over crest long, tightens turn, hairpin right. Into 6 left over crest. Keep right over 60, turn 3 left long, opens over crest, bad camber, 6 right over crest and turn square right through gate. 60. Crest, into 5 right over jump.
Something I'm missing
into 3
with
left
the
long,
grip levels
tightens
through
over
here. I mean,
crest. Into 5 right long, tightens. Into 5
car's
left.
not quite rotating
and
the
2
way
right long, tightens.
I feel like it should.
Into 4 left.
I'm trying to adjust
opens over crest.
a little bit, working with the
50
brakes a
over
little bit
crest,
more.
5 left.
More wheel,
60,
less wheel, more throttle, less throttle.
over finish,
Trying to get a figure out
60,
of
just
how
go.
it wants to rotate, especially coming out of corner exit. Feels very, very strange. VR would help with traction loss. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it gives you a sense of quite how much the car is rotating.
Did the tyres perform okay in that stage?
No, they were pants. But yeah, it's very, very rough indeed. Yeah, I understand, Friesel, but again, I think that kind of takes away the spirit of the rally, sort of thing. If it's raining on stage, you kind of got to just look through it, right? I'm trying to this is my sense of rallying while we couldn't. So I'm trying to keep it as much as the rally experience as possible. So we'll stick in car. Not me best, that's for sure. If you'll excuse me one moment, guys, I'm going to run to the restroom here real quick. Don't use pants for tires, absolutely not. I will be right back. Do not go anywhere.
My God.
And we are back. I appreciate the patience, everybody. Sorry for that. Do see you over in the chat there, big brother. Thanks very much for hopping on. Hope you're well. WRC Evo R, good to see you again, man. How are you? Hopefully things are all well in your neck of the woods. Thanks for hopping back on. All right, let's try more of this rain stuff. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Should have started the rally needing the restroom. It makes you drive faster. I can speak from experience. It does not. It's unbelievably distracting for what it's worth. I know for some people that might work. Not for me, man. It's a priority. All right. So some really gnarly conditions in the rain on this one for those of you that are just hopping on. So I see the comment there about using boots for tires. They actually make a set of boots with Michelin snow tire tread on the bottom, which are very, very cool.
5, 4.
All right, let's see if we can figure out this wet stuff. I'm going to try a little easier on the throttle and
50.
A little heavier rotation on the way in.
Tightens into 4 left. Tightens, turn square left.
Maybe.
Keep right over 60. 2
It
left
just
over
feels like
crest,
it bogs
tightens.
in the corner. Usually that would grip and rotate.
Into 3 right over crest. Into 5 left. And 2 right long. Tightens over crest. Into 3 left. And keep right of a bump, into 4 left long, opens over 60.
Really feel that weight transfer like
Into
initially
6 left
work,
over
and then it
crest,
feels like
2
it
right
washes
tightens,
out on the
don't
front
cut.
end.
Into 3 left long,
So you have to kind of work it a little
into
bit.
4 right over crest bump,
There we go.
and keep left over crest jump, into 4
Almost feels
right,
like you need to do like a
60.
double pump on the brakes for those longer rotations.
5 left long, tightens 3.
First little rotation to get it in, then if you need it
to
to
keep
tighten,
right
you
over
really
jump,
need to
into
force
3
that weight
left long,
forward, or else
opens over crest,
it'll just wash
keep
through on
right,
the loose stuff.
into 4 left over crest, 30 over bumps, 4 left long, to keep right over 30, 5 left, 5 right over bumps, 5 left over jump, 5 right long, opens over crest, bad camber, into 4 left long over crest, 50, 3 left, tightens over crest, don't cut, into 6 right, and 6 left through narrow gate, 30, 4 left over crest, into 4 right, tightens over crest and through gate, 5 left over crest, into 5 right over jump, into 3 left long, 30, 4 left long over crest, into 5 right over crest, into 4 left.
I tell you what, it's
into
interesting
4 right over
conditions.
jump,
But I think this is
into
the first
6
rally
left,
which we've done like
170
really
over
wet,
bumps.
heavy gravel, and it
5
doesn't
left,
doesn't
into 4
feel
right,
like
keep in
wet
over
gravel.
crest jump,
Someone asked about the road
left,
physics earlier
opens
on.
over
It's
crest, keep left over 80,
it doesn't grip and lose grip like
4
wet
right
gravel
long,
does.
tightens 3, don't cut, keep left over 30,
It's certainly
4
rough,
right
but the
over
road
bump,
feels like weirdly
into slow,
soupy.
4 left through logs, 30,
It's
turn
almost like
square
you're trying to
left,
drive in slush more than wet gravel.
30, 4 right, opens over crest long, tightens turn, hairpin right, into 6 left over crest, keep right over 60, turn 3 left long, opens over crest, bad camber, 6 right over crest and turn square right through gate, 60, crest into 5 right over jump, into 3 left long, tightens over crest, into 5 right long, tightens, into 5 left, and 2 right long, tightens, into 4 left, opens over crest, 50 over crest, 5 left, 60, don't cut, 3 left long, into 5 right over crest, logs, 80, 4 left,
Woo, good.
50,
Little right side numb there.
4 left, tightens over crest,
That's a
80,
puncher. At least we can restart since we're not in the championship. Your Batman shoes have Michelin soles. That's
3,
awesome.
2, 1, go. 50, 3 right over crest long, tightens, into 4 left, tightens, turn square left, keep right over 60, 2 left over crest, tightens, into 3 right over crest, into 5 left, and 2 right long, tightens over crest, into 3 left, and keep right over bump, into 4 left long, opens over 60, into 6 left over crest, 2 right tightens, don't cut, into 3 left long, into 4 right over crest bump, and keep left over crest jump, into 4 right, 60, 5 left long, tightens 3,
Okay.
to keep right over jump, into 3 left long, opens over crest, and keep right, into 4 left over crest, to keep right over jump, into 3 left long, opens over crest, and keep right, into 4 left over crest, 30 over bumps, 4 left long, to keep right over 30, 5 left, 5 right over bumps, 5 left over jump, 5 right long, opens over crest, bad camber, into 4 left long over crest, 50, 3 left, tightens over crest, don't cut, into 6 right, and 6 left through narrow gate. 30, 4 left
Come
of
on,
a
find
crest,
some
into
traction.
4 right, tightens of a crest and through gate. 5 left of a crest, into 5 right of a jump, into 3 left long. 30, 4 left long of a crest, into 5 right of a crest.
This is going to be interesting. I'm struggling on this one.
5.
Yeah, the roads do a lot.
3,
Like, Wales
2,
is
1.
pretty bang on for it. It just,
50.
adjusting to the
3
physics,
right
I
of
don't think I've done like a
tightens,
full wet
into 4
weather
left, tightens, turns
rally
to the
so
left,
far.
keep right of
We've
a
done
60.
some wet stages.
2 left of a crest,
At least
tightens,
not
into 3 right of a crest, into 5 left, and 2 right long, tightens of a crest, into 3 left,
at least not in Wales we haven't.
and keep right of a bump, into 4 left long, opens of a 60, into 6 left of a crest, 2 right tightens, don't cut, into 3 left long, into 4 right of a crest bump, and keep left of a crest jump, into 4 right, 60, 5 left long, tightens 3, to keep right of a jump, into 3 left long, opens of a crest, and keep right, into 4 left of a crest, 30 over bumps, 4 left long, to keep right of a 30, 5 left, 5 right of a bumps, 5 left of a jump, 5 right long, opens of a
This
crest,
one's
back
going to take
camber,
some work.
into 4 left long of a crest, 50, 3 left, tightens of a crest, don't cut, into 6 right, and 6 left through narrow gate, 30, 4 left of a crest, into 4 right, tightens of a crest and through gate, 5 left of a crest, into 5 right of a jump, into 3 left long, 30, 4 left long of a crest, into 5 right of a crest, into 4 left, into 4 right of a jump, into 6 left, 170 over bumps, 5 left, into 4 right, keep in of a crest jump, into 4 left, opens of a crest, keep left of a 80, 4 right long, tightens 3, don't cut, keep left of a 30, 4 right of a bump, into slow, 4 left through logs, 30, turn square left, 30, 4 right, opens of a crest long, tightens turn, hairpin right, into 6 left of a crest, keep right of a 60, turn 3 left
Shoffy,
long,
drive like
opens
in
of a crest,
Wisconsin.
back camber,
It doesn't
6
feel
right
like
of a
driving
crest and turn square right through
in the
gate,
same way. Like,
60,
getting a lot more response by being
Crest,
almost overly
into 5
aggressive
right
with the
of a
brakes,
jump.
but you gotta work your way into them.
into 3
So
left
it's,
long, tightens of a crest, into 5 right
Get a little
long,
bit of success,
tightens,
like almost double pumping the brakes.
into 5 left,
You need to do a little bit of a
and
brake
2
to
right long,
try and get
tightens.
through the soft material. And then you can
Into
really
4
use the
left,
brake quite hard
opens
to
of a
get like a
crest,
secondary
50 of a
rotation.
crest, 5 left,
But
60,
it doesn't rotate linearly like either the gravel or snow would. It's very
don't cut, 3 left long,
soupy, I
into
guess
5
is the
right
best
of a
way to
crest,
put it.
logs, 80, 4 left, 50,
Hey,
4
B Dallas,
left,
how are you, buddy?
tightens of a
Hopefully it's
crest,
going well for you.
80,
You tuned
5
into an
left,
interesting stream.
into
You guys
2
have
right
seen me
long,
struggle try to figure out the wet
3
weather
left.
gravel physics here in Wales because they are not quite right.
4 right,
At least
into 2 left long,
I'm not
tightens.
used to them. Ah. Yes and no.
4 right,
I'm used
into
to the
2
rain.
left long, tightens.
I've not driven
80
them in the
over
game,
bumps.
and I'm just saying, I don't
4
think they.
left long, tightens of a crest, into 2 right
It's
of a
slippery
crest
for
long,
sure, but it doesn't feel like wet
opens
gravel
into
would.
4 right of a crest, into slow 3 left long, tightens turn square left unseen, uphill.
How are you guys? Hope things are well.
Keep right of a 50. 5 right of a big crest.
Yeah, it's just that rotation just
Into
bogs
6
out.
left long, tightens 3, tightens. To jump into turn 2 right, tightens. Into 3 left, tightens over crest. Into 4 right. Into 4 left. Into 2 right, tightens. Into 4 left. 5 right. 4 left over bump crest, tightens, slow, keep left over 80 past junction, turn square right. Into 3 left, opens over crest, into 4 right long, over crest.
Getting late.
Into 3 left over crest, 30, turn hairpin right. Into 4 left long over crest, tightens. 100. Bumps. Don't cut. 6 left over jump. To keep right over 30. 6 left long, tightens 2, tightens. 30 over crest. Bump. 80. 6 left over crest past junction. 40. 6 left over big jump. 80. Keep middle of a crest, jump slow, 30, 6 left into turn, open hairpin right. 50. 5 left over crest. 50. 3 left over crest, tightens, don't cut. Into 4 right long, opens, slow, 30. 4 right long into turn, hairpin left. 80. 6 left.
Rubbish.
30.
Yeah, it's
Crest, 50.
it's real
4
tough
right
on this
over
road.
crest,
How do I work
bump,
this thing?
100. 6 right. 80.
Taking a lot of figuring out in order to be competitive.
Crest into 5 right long.
We ran the
tightens
first
to
couple of
8
stages
and
of
water
the
splash.
Solberg World Cup,
100.
and one stage in particular we got a
right.
flat. We had a mechanical issue with trying to get one of the buttons to work on the wheel.
Too long.
So we were down by like 2 minutes or something.
60.
So in order to avoid any
4 right.
more
tightens over
penalties,
jump.
figured we'd do a little bit
Opens
more
long,
practice before just
tightens
hopping
jump.
straight into it.
Into 4 right, tightens through water splash, and 2 right long,
I
tightens through
remember.
gate. Opens over crest, 60.
Very rough traction on the exit there.
5 left, opens 50. 6 right over crest.
Find some
60
grit.
over
Come on,
finish.
baby.
4 left long, opens over crest to stop.
There we go. We're getting there. Woohoo!
Stage
Forgot that I'm
finished.
not in time trial.
Well done.
Whew. Kirsa, thanks for hopping on. Hope you're doing well over on Twitch. How are you? Oh, glad to hear it, B. Dallas. Hopefully things are going well around here. Hey, Ken, how are you? Thanks for hopping on. Would you say driving technique on wet gravel is different than dry? For example, in off-roading, they often say to keep wheel speed up to keep get mud out of the treads. So yeah, there's a couple things to keep in mind when you're in the wet. So one, just traction is going to be limited, right? So you want to be stopping things early. And then two, finding your limits of what the car is capable of. Those limits are going to be very different. So let's say your brake pedal moves that much. In the dry, you can find lockup somewhere near the bottom of the pedal. But if you're in the wet, it's going to be very slippy and soupy. Lockup may only be at like a 2 or a 3 out of 10. So it takes a lot of feel and a lot of patience to sort of work through those tough materials. Sometimes I find that in some of the wet gravel, the car almost feels like it doesn't rotate. You can get back to the power to keep the wheels turning, kind of chewing through that top materials to try and find some grip on the way out of the corner. But we don't exactly want to be absolutely flat out through there at all. Doing good, man. You're staying safe in Washington. So far, so good. Yep, I've been up here at DirtFish and been teaching for the past couple of days. That's been awesome. And so I know it's strange for everybody right now. I think I said it a little earlier on, but by 7:30 or so, I have a pretty hard stop. Unfortunately, because of what's going on in the world, there's a curfew in my hometown, so I do need to be out of here by a certain point tonight. But otherwise, I'm doing well. Chugging along, rallying on as always. Cork Rider, thanks for hopping on. Good to see you. I see you there. And Chris, I can see you there too. I'm just trying to get some more practice in Wales. It does feel noticeably different. It doesn't feel like the slush in Sweden. It feels like driving in slush in real life. So, and in Sweden they give you the grippy tires. So, is trail braking a thing in rally? Yes, absolutely it is. It is slightly different than tarmac. So, in tarmac, and for those of you who don't know, trail braking is the idea of trailing off of the brakes and then easing back in the gas. So let's say you're coming into a corner, you can be braking hard to get the car slowed first, you can turn in, and then as you get into the corner, you can be coming off the brakes and easing back in the power. Now, the problem with that exact crossover in rally is that grip is at an absolute premium. So the moment you start asking for power, you're taking away from the ability for the tires to steer and help you through the corner. So trail braking is much more braking to get the car slowed, turning in and relaxing the brakes to allow it to pivot. Once the car is pivoted, then you can get back to the gas. So it really is like a separation rather than a blending.
5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, let's see. See how this one feels in the other direction.
Open 60 over bumps, 6 left into 5 right over crest. Into 4 left long, tightens 2 over crest through gate.
Yeah, gotta start braking a lot earlier there.
And 3 left over
bump.
Opens long.
Yeah, that's that lack of grip, that'll get you. Trying a little too hard.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. 4 right long, opens 60 over bumps, 6 left into 5 right over crest. Into 4 left long, tightens 2
Alright,
over
I'm
crest.
going for cleanliness on this one. I don't want to be going fast, I want to hit all my marks.
And 3 left over bump, opens long of a jump, tightens, turn 4 left over jump, into don't cut, 1 right, very long, tightens, into turn, tight hairpin left.
Very patient on the throttle through there, much tighter than the last time through.
Keep middle of a crest and jump and water splash. 4 left through gate long, opens of a crest.
Oh, thank you, Mosif, it's appreciated.
6 left, 100.
I love you guys, you're awesome.
4 left, don't cut of a crest, 50. 6 right, to keep middle of a crest, slow 130, turn unseen, tight hairpin right, uphill.
Really got to focus on easing in that throttle rather than...
Into 5 left long, opens to crest, and 6 left long, into 4 right, keep in of a crest, opens 30 over bumps, to keep right of a jump into turn 2 left long.
Oh man.
Opens up hill.
Yeah, the moment the that car starts to step loose, it's tough. Woohoo!
Into 6 right.
That's what I get for reading chat.
60.
Hey, thanks, Ken. Best of luck in your move, man. That's pretty crazy.
6 right of a jump.
Stay healthy and stay safe, man.
6 right of a crest into slow. 6 left of a crest into 2 right.
Hopefully it's a move for the best.
100. Down middle of a bumps to keep middle of a jump. 130 of a bumps. Slow 4 right long, tightens 3 over crest. Into turn, hairpin left. Into 4 right long, tightens over crest.
Oh, you gotta set up so early.
Left long.
Oh my goodness.
Into slow, turn unseen, 2 right, immediate.
Oh, you guys are too kind, thank you.
60 over crest, 3 right, tightens
They
over
are
crest.
very much still the highlight of my week as well, so.
4 right, 2 left, tightens. And 4 right, 4 left, into 3 right long, tightens. Into turn 2 left, tightens.
Right on, man. Well, best luck in your packing. I'll catch you on Friday. Have a good one.
Into 3 right long. Caution 30, turn 6 right. 4 left of a crest, downhill. Slow, keep left over 80, turn square right. Opens 6 long.
Oh, come on. Ooh. Just nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 4 right long, opens 60 over bumps, 6 left into 5 right over crest. Into 4 left long, tightens 2 over crest through gate to water splash. And 3 left over bump, opens long over jump, tightens. Turn 4 left over jump, into don't cut, 1 right, very long, tightens. Into turn, tight hairpin left. 60. Keep middle of a crest and jump and water splash. 4 left through gate long, opens of a crest, 100. 6 left, 100. 4 left, don't cut of a crest, 50. 6 right to keep middle of a crest, slow 130, turn unseen, tight hairpin right, uphill.
I feel myself just making silly mistakes, frustrating.
Into 5 left long, opens to crest, and 6 left long, into 4 right, keep in of a crest, opens.
Oh man, I can only imagine that going out and seeing Rally Spain must have been very intense.
Long. Opens uphill.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, like I said, we set one up on the stream. I've been lacking the past week or so about getting those updated, and I apologize. Life, the universe, and everything seems to get in the way there, Chris. But we'll try and get a championship going. Whether there's going to be a bigger championship is yet to be decided. I'm not the one that gets to make that call, unfortunately. So we'll see what happens. But for our own little private stream, I can get something set up for you later on tonight. So if you haven't already, check out DirtFish stream to join our little competitive championship if you wanted to hop in.
Into 4 left long. Into slow turn.
It's one of the clubs that we've got set up.
Immediate square left. 60 over crest. 3 right, tightens over crest.
I can't see anything.
4 right, 2 left tightens. And 4 right, 4 left, into 3 right long tightens.
It's funny how
into turn,
after being in car all day today, I can really tell that my vision and my hands
into 3 right
are very much attuned to actually being in a car. It takes a little more than I first expected to get back into being tuned in with the sim.
Square right.
Because they're close, but it certainly isn't a one-to-one comparison. Come on, find some grip there.
Into 3 left long, opens, tightens 2 over crest. 4 right long over crest, opens 100. 2 right long tightens. Into 5 left. 4 right. 2 left long tightens.
I don't even know why I hit. What setup do I have at DirtFish? Are you asking for the wheel setup? I'm using a Fanatec V 2.5 wheelbase here at Walk Rider. I've got the version 2 pedals set up as well. Then I'm using the sequential shifter and the hydraulic handbrake kit here.
Logs 60.
It's a nice little rig.
Middle of a crest and 4 right. Keep right of a 70, 6 left of a crest, into 3 right long, tightens don't cut, 60, 5 right of a crest, to keep middle of a crest, 30, 6 right of a crest long, tightens 3, into 2 left long, tightens 1.
Oh, no grip at all.
6 right, into 4 left long, into 3 right of a crest long, tightens 50. 4 left of a crest, slow 30,
yeah, just
gate,
no
turn
grip
1 left. 50. Turn unseen, 2 right long, tightens bad camber. into 6 left.
Yes and no.
5
It's
right tightens into turn hairpin left.
I'm obviously pushing like way too hard right now, and I can
Into
feel
4
it.
left of a crest into turn square right.
Part of that
don't
is just
cut.
I'm a little mentally checked out, which is definitely affecting my driving because I'm getting
5
frustrated
left.
from it. I can feel that red mist coming through. Like, after this one, we'll just go do some other stages and have some fun with it.
Tightens.
I'm not going to be competitive on this tonight, unfortunately.
6 right long of a crest tightens.
Especially if
Into
we've
3
got
left, keep in
another
of a
week
jump.
or so in the championship, then I'm not wildly concerned about it. I'd
Into
rather
4
come
right
back
of a dip.
bright-eyed and
Opens of a
bushy-tailed
crest,
and
60.
actually
5
do a
right
good job
long,
at it. But
into
man,
6 left of a crest
I'm really
bump.
struggling in this.
Into 4 right tightens, front right puncher.
Yeah, front right puncture. That about sums it up there. I'm getting frustrated with Wales and. Yeah, I can definitely tidy it up though, the Friesel. No kidding. Blows the Logitech out of the water. Yeah, it's so for the longest time I've been using the Logitech G27. So that was my personal rig. So I had the 27, then I had I believe it was Nixim custom springs put in. So they were a lot firmer and you got better feel for them. And they were a great little setup for a long time. But since going to the Fanatec, I can't go back, man. It's a totally different beast. And now I'm going to have to save up for this. She's a good one. Yeah, you can't feel the wheels lock at all, which is frustrating. You can hear it, and you can kind of feel it, but you don't get that immediate response, right? Some 70s, 80s rear-wheel drive action in New Zealand? Yeah, for sure, man. Let's go for something completely different. Sure. I don't think we've done this one yet. Alright, where did I start to like rally? So I grew up in the UK, out in the West Country, so rally was sort of around through there. But I grew up a die-hard motorsports fan, so I was quite young. My mum and dad were big into rally as well, so they introduced it to me from a young age. So yeah, I kind of grew up loving like Richard Burns. In Formula One, I was big into Damon Hill, and then James Thompson in the British Touring Car were my my racing heroes. So that's sort of where I got into it. And then when I came to the States, as far as I knew, rally wasn't a thing, and it was through a guy that I was racing with that I sort of got introduced to it. All right, let's look at some rear-wheel drive cars. I was having some fun with the Manta last time, so I'm gonna hop in the Manta here. How come I don't have a British accent? It comes out, so I do, but I've been in the States a long time now, though, so I'm quite American. It does balance out. So when I'm at work and chat to people I don't know, I tend to go quite American, and then the more and more comfortable I get, the more and more English I become. So it's unfortunately just one of those things. I sound the way I sound. I've stopped trying to correct it by this point. Plus, my accent was always pretty neutral anyway. I never had the thick sort of West Country ooh-ah-in sort of accent, but a pretty proper English accent, really. I'm sure my friends can attest, despite the fact they may tell you I'm Australian instead, in which don't believe them. I'm not.
5, 4, 3, 2.
When I'm around friends and family, I definitely get a lot more
crest
English.
30, crest and don't cut 3 right long tightens, into 3 left of a crest long tightens, 30, 3 right long, tightens of a crest 30.
Yeah, this feels a little different in the R5.
Don't cut, open hairpin left.
It straightens up quite a bit on throttle,
Opens.
actually.
To keep middle of a crest,
Oh, there she is.
into 6 left, into 2 right long, tightens don't cut. Opens, into cut 5 left, into 3 right long, 5 left, into 6 right long, opens over crest, 30, 4 left long, tightens 3, into 4 right long, opens, into 4 left long, opens, into 5 right, slow 30, open hairpin left.
Wow, you can really put quite a lot of angle, and this car naturally kind of wants to straighten up. It's impressive for a rear-wheel drive car.
Hairpin right, opens 30, 4 right long, opens over crest, into 5 left long over crest,
trying to push
into
me luck
slow,
there.
2 right tightens.
Yeah, good call there, Anorexia.
Into 1 left, 2 right tightens, 30, don't cut, open hairpin left, into 4 right, caution 30, 2 right long tightens, into 4 left of a
Yeah,
crest,
Friesel, the R5s are very reasonably point and shoot, aren't they? Lost the front of me car there. Yeah, the R5s are reasonably point and shoot. Trying to deal with a rear-wheel drive where you're so chasing the rear end, it's a very different experience, that's for sure.
into 3 right long of a crest, into 4 left, to keep right of a crest, 30 through gate, 6 left of a crest long, into 2 right long, opens. Into 4 left, and 3 right long, into open hairpin left. Four left, into 3 right long tightens, into 2 left,
It's so interesting going
into
back
6
and forth
right,
between all these
opens,
different
50.
drivetrains. I can tell my body is like, what is happening?
3 right long tightens, into 3 left,
Oh, don't worry, he's around, mate. He's around.
into 3 right long tightens, into 6 left of a crest, 30, 2 right tightens, into open hairpin left,
2 right tightens, open
opens,
hairpin left.
6 left, into 4 right tightens, into 5 left, and 2 right tightens, 1, into 4 left, and 3 right long, opens over crest through gate, into 3 right long tightens, into 4 left, into 4 right, into 5 left of a crest, extra long, into 5 right, into open hairpin left, 30, caution, 5 left, into 2 right long, tightens 1, tightens, into 6 left of a crest, 6 right, into 2 left tightens,
Ooh, baby.
into 2 right long, opens 30, 3 right long, into 5 left and 3 right long, tightens over crest, into 1 left, into 1 right tightens, into open hairpin left.
I'm all over the place today,
Into 2
driving
right
like
tightens,
rubbish.
Opens long of a crest, 30. Open hairpin left. Into 1 right,
This is why I kind of like sims, though. Someone was asking before about the value of sims in
30.
when it comes to real
6
racing.
left of a crest, 30.
The sims train you
Open
to
hairpin
drive
left.
visually, right? You're really trying to clock angles, make sure you're hitting your marks, and trying to like visually
Into 2
recognize
right.
when you can rotate.
Into 5 left.
Whereas
into
when you're
3
in
right
car,
long,
you
finish,
focus a lot on
30
like
to stop.
the feel, right? You're aware of where the car is moving around underneath you, how it wants to step loose, and where it wants to put power down. So going into these cars, it's very strange that now that my body is accustomed to that, taking that away again and realizing quite how much I rely on it. You learn a lot about yourself while you're doing that. OFGN, hey, I appreciate it, man. It's yeah, it's been a bit of a long day, but yeah, we'll come back a little bit fresher faced and give it a go. Lancer in Poland, yeah, sure, mate. We can hop in and give that one a go. Sorry, just checking the time here real quick. Cool. Poland. Well, I missed you. There you go. Got a little community in the chat there. If anyone has seen that show yet, cool. Tight. Rewatching it on Netflix, and it's slowly taking over my vocabulary. All right, let's look for Master Evo. There we go. Yeah, no front-wheel drive for practice. Nah, the front-wheel drive was okay. I think it's very much, going straight from in-car and then straight to this. Like OFG in there said, I'm a little mentally drained, so I do apologize for that. Oh, a Reliant Robin. There you go. They're awesome little cars. I remember seeing quite a lot of them when I was growing up. I mean, they're interesting. I don't necessarily think they're great cars, but you saw the actual spaceship car, the one that they blew up, or you saw one of the Reliants? Yeah, sure, man. Which did you prefer, the 6R4 or the Aston? More than happy to do whatever you need.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Flat left, 50, turn 6 right of a crest, 6 left, 50, flat middle of a crest, 80, keep middle of a jump, 50, 4 right narrow, 80. Keep middle of a jump, 50.
Oh, yep, these brakes work a little better than the Mantas.
Of a crest, jump, 120. Keep right into 5 left long, narrow over bump, into 6 right, 80.
Ooh, getting a little behind.
Over long crest into 6 left, tightens past junction, 30. 4 right, narrow over crest.
Missed that pace note. I'm assuming it's a 5. Sure it is.
Long into 6 left, 30. 4 right long, tightens over crest, 50.
Ooh, 4 right long.
Don't cut 4 left, into 6 right, into 6 left long, 30.
It's sort of fitting that
6 right of a crest.
I've been driving like I have tonight.
Extra long.
One of the things to be aware of in rally is not only how the car can deteriorate, whether that's tyres getting knackered, the road can deteriorate because of like other cars going over it or weather conditions. It's very important to stay aware of how you deteriorate when you drive. When you get tired, it's a very real problem. Considering that you're rallying for a couple of 100 miles over a couple of days, being able to recognize when you're a little bit frayed and drive accordingly is very important. I just didn't think I would feel it while doing some sim racing. That's very interesting. Usually I can handle, you know, a couple of 3 hours of sitting and rallying, no issue. Realizing doing that afterwards, I'm learning a lot about myself, you know, while doing this.
Caution, 5 left of a jump, 50.
The sim racing stuff's no joke.
Very long, tightens of a bump, 50. 4 right long. Into slow, 6 left of a crest, 30, turn 1 left, don't cut. 30. 6 left, 100. 3 right long, tightens, locks outside.
Rally Poland's a fun one. It's certainly a challenge. It's either a get it perfect or
extra long of a junction.
get it very, very wrong.
Keep middle of a jump into 3 left long, tightens, 80. Flat right of a crest, extra long, 30. 3 right long, opens, 80. 5 left of a crest, extra long, caution.
Whoa, a little tight, a little tight.
Into 4 right long.
Oh.
Into 4 left. Into 4
Whoa,
right,
okay.
don't cut. 120.
Yeah, we got plenty of time left for the rally, Chris. Like, we'll get there.
Into 4
Just
right
plow
long,
over all those signs that I read through the chat here.
6 left, extra long, 170. Caution, 5 right long, tightens 4.
Hey, Mike, good to see you back on here. Yeah, we'll be ending here shortly,
Unseen,
but
1 right.
we got a couple more stages left in us. How are you? Woo, there we go.
Opens extra long of a crest, 160 over bumps. 4 left.
Yeah, we'll see what we can get done.
Long, tightens turn, 5 left. Opens 80.
I think we got, we're going to be running either an Aston or a 6R4 in Greece next. So, thank you very much for the recommendation there, Mosif. Everybody in chat, what do you think we should do next? 6R4 or an Aston?
1 right, tightens, cobbles around Bale. 30, 1 right, don't cut 2 left. 40, turn 2 left around Bale tarmac. 160, over finish. 50 to stop.
There we go. Yeah, Mike, I'm about the same, honestly, mate. It's, things are going well here at DirtFish, so we're able to be in car again, which is fantastic. As for everything else that's kind of happening in the world, it's tough to see. You know, that's one of the reasons why we're finishing up early tonight, unfortunately, is because of curfew. So, about the same sentiment as you. With things how they are, as good as they can be. You just start putting more time in this game after not playing much. Went from front-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, left-hand drive Lancia on tarmac to the rear-wheel drive, right-hand drive Escort on dirt. Oh yeah, it takes quite a lot, doesn't it? I see you there, Chris. Yeah, we can do a BMW GT in Deutschland. We're going to do an Aston 6R4 first in Greece, and then we'll do an Aston afterwards as well. You always look at your wheels right before a chicane. Yeah, absolutely. The tarmac is very strange because you have loads of grip until you have all the grip or no grip, right? It gives it up very immediately. All right, Mosif, I think we are running the 6R4 in Greece here, so fingers crossed. Let's see how this one goes. Okay, I'll head back and change it for you, man. No worries. Epidaxy. Bow, bow. Yeah, don't worry, mate. We'll change it for you. I saw it right as I clicked, so my bad. Bow, bow. We'll get that adjusted. Yeah, I think I remember you challenging me to a time in Greece there, mate. You are a big fan. Epidaxy! There we go. We got you, man. Hey, appreciate it. Yeah, we'll see what we can bust out here and see how they go. Alright, so going to the 6R4, what am I doing? Short wheelbase, right-hand drive, bananas amount of power, all-wheel drive. Okay. I have to plan it out so much in advance to be like, okay, how am I going to plan this now? Alright, keep a mark on that, Mosif. We'll make it happen. Alright.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 100, flat right of a crest jump, 30, 6 left, into 6 right of a bump, into 3 left, into slow, tight 4 right, into 6 left, middle of a crest, into 4 left, very long, 5 right of a bump, slow 70, keep left of a crest, into unseen 2 left, tightens long, into 4 right, opens of a crest, slow 30, turn 2 right tightens.
Oh my goodness, this thing
opens,
rips.
Into 6 left long of a crest, into 6 right.
Okay, maybe not that low in the RPM though.
And 6 left, opens long of a bumps, 50, 5 rights of a crest, early 5 left, 70, crest and unseen, open hairpin left.
Whoa! Open hairpin left.
Into 6 right of a crest.
Committed a little too early for that one.
Keep left of a crest, 80. 80. Unseen, 3 right. Into 5 left. Very long.
God, this thing sounds
opens,
brilliant.
30. Narrow. Keep right of a crest. Opens, 30. 6 right. Into 4
I think this is
long,
probably
60,
one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Was
tightens 2.
we had a 6R4 blasting around our property here at DirtFish last year, I think it was,
right
maybe the year beforehand.
Keep left of a 30.
Hearing one of these things at absolute full tilt,
right,
being driven
opens
by
50.
a rally legend, was unbelievable.
Don't cut, 5 left of a crest, 30 of a crest, 6 right long, 6 left, keep left of a 50, don't cut, 5 right.
Oh, getting
slow
sucked into the
left,
wall there.
don't cut, opens, middle of a 220.
Whoa. Watch out, there's a rock there. You don't need those headlights.
Slow 6 right, 6 left long, tightens 3, don't cut.
Times 3, don't cut.
80, 4 right long, 50.
Woohoo! Going for rear-wheel drive levels of countersteer there.
3 left, don't cut. Into slow, 5 right of a crest, into unseen hairpin left. Opens, into 6 right, 50. Slow 3 right, opens long, into unseen, 1 left long.
Yeah,
don't
it
cut.
really was special, Mosif. That's a memory I really shan't soon
6
forget.
left, into 6 right. Into don't cut 6 left, 6 right narrow, opens 50, 6 right of a bump, keep left,
Came in a little tight on that
4
one.
right, 100, over 2 jumps, 4 right, opens, keep left of a jump junction, 120, don't cut 2 left long, tightens, 80. Six right, extra long, caution tightens.
Oh, an
3.
RS200 as well? Yeah, good call.
Into 6
I've
left of
seen
a
one in
crest.
person. I haven't seen one at
60.
full tilt,
Keep
at
right
least
of a crest.
not that I recall.
Into 3 right.
Whoa! The car itself is
Into 2 left,
gorgeous.
don't cut, tightens
We had one parked to DirtFish here for a little
into
while.
6 right.
I think it's currently
Into
on
6 left
tour
long,
somewhere, or it
jump.
was.
Keep left of a 50.
I think maybe it was a
caution slow, 2
Goodwood,
right. Very long
but I'm not
tightens.
certain of that.
50.
But I have seen the RS200,
Left long,
and that
tightens
thing is a
3.
beast.
Opens middle of a jump maybe. 50.
With all these
Caution,
cars, they're
2 right long tightens.
it's always a
Into
little
5
surprising
left,
how small they are, you know?
120 over bumps.
You see the RS200, and I always
5
thought it was
right,
quite a big
extra
car, but it
long,
really
caution
isn't.
tightens
It's
2
wide,
narrow.
but it's not very big. It's like when you see
into 4
like an
left.
LMP1 car, whoa,
Keep
in
right.
relation to like a
Flat
Formula
left,
1 car,
50
you
over
know?
bumps.
The LMP1
4
cars
right.
are really small,
Tightens,
but
don't cut.
because of the
4
body
left.
fairings, they look like it should be
Opens
massive.
200 over bumps.
Whoa!
Over finish, 2 left, don't cut, to stop. Well done.
Woo! That was a little messy. Cronavera, there you go. It's solid, solid way to spend the day by the looks of it. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Yeah, I get paid enough for boots and pants and boots and pants. All right. What was the next one? We were going to Germany. We were doing the Aston in Germany, wasn't that it? Hey, Beck, yes, good to see you, buddy. I was answering that a little earlier on. Unfortunately, because of life, the universe, and everything, it's I know I've slacked the last week or so on getting that championship up, and I really do apologize to you guys. But I will be getting something up for you tonight. So after I finish up here, a championship will be going live, and then that's going to go for the next week or so. So I'm going to make it a little longer championship for us. And then with the end of the Solberg World Cup coming up, I'm going to make sure that we are getting that done back to back to back. So for all you guys who have been part of the championship, keep your eyes out on the DirtFish stream for our club. If you're new, hop into a DirtFish stream. Just search for us in the clubs there and you'll find us. You're welcome to hop on in and see how we do. I think on Friday I'll give a run of the championship I've already set up. So I really appreciate your patience on that, everybody. Germany. Was there any stage? Yeah, BMW GT for Germany. Okay, and then we'll do an Aston. Yes, we're doing one in the Aston as well. That's what it was. I'm going to choose a slightly shorter stage here. Let's do Kreuzungsring. And this guy. Did you guys see the... God, I remember all the memes for it. It must have been Le Mans last year or the year before when they had the BMW M8. And it was just monstrous in comparison to the other cars. That's all I look at BMWs now, and I can't help but think of those memes. Oh, Finland has a few, mate. Finland certainly has a few. Hey, we'll catch you on there, alright? I think, yeah, if I'm thinking of big jumps, Finland's probably one that's got to be the biggest, like the big house jump. Yeah, near the yellow house. Oh, something for the stage, I think it is. All right. BMW. I'm assuming rear-wheel drive. We'll soon figure it out.
4, 3, 2, 1, go. 200. Flat crest, 30. 5 right, into 4 left. Opens, 100. Flat long crest, 70. 5 right, opens of a crest, 120. Whoop. Turn square left,
a little earlier than I thought.
Cut.
Square left, don't cut.
80. Turn unseen, square left, don't cut. 60. 5 left of a crest, opens 150. Flat crest, 100. Flat crest and jump, 150. Long flat crest and 6 right.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
Crest, 180. Crest, slow 50. Turn unseen, square right, don't cut. 30. Turn unseen, square right, caution, don't cut.
There we go.
Opens 50.
Thank you,
Flat
brakes.
crest, 80.
One brakes, who would have thought?
Crest tightens into 4 right of a crest. 5 left, 50, flat crest, into 4 right over crest, into 4 left long tightens, into 4 right long, opens flat over crest, into 5 left over crest, into slow, 5 right, immediate turn, heavy left, around bales. 200. Flat jump, 80.
Whoa! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Bump into 6 left long.
It's not bad.
Flat over crest, 150. Turn unseen, 1 left, don't cut. Into 5 right, opens 130. Don't
Again,
cut,
thank
5
you,
right,
good brakes.
40. Turn 4 right, don't cut. 40. Turn square left, don't cut. 250.
Oh, those pillboxes.
Slow long crest into turn 3 left. 250 downhill.
Ooh, no! Ah, just made it.
Turn 2 right. Tightens narrow. 80. Flat of a long crest. 80.
Whoa! A little crossed
right,
up on the braking there.
bump into 5 left. Open slow 50. Turn square right. 100. Slow 5 left long. Tightens.
Thought that would slide there, and it absolutely did not.
Opens 50. 4 right.
Ooh, that's the one.
120. Over finish. Turn unseen 1 left. Don't cut to stop.
Woo! Friesel, DirtFish Stream is the one that we've set up. DirtFish Canada, I'm not sure what that one is. Maybe someone's hopped in, or at least I didn't make it. So, but DirtFish Stream is the one to check out for us. Hey, Sean, thanks for hopping on, mate. We'll be back on Friday. Stay healthy and stay safe, all right, man? I know it's weird times for everybody right now. Alrighty, guys. I think we're going to do one more for the Aston in Germany. And then I think I'm going to have to call it a night, unfortunately. Just, time gets away from us, you know? We're all having so much fun. Hey, there we go. Yeah, please, Friesel, hop on in. I think I've crashed out on every single one so far, because I usually do it right after the Solberg World Cup. So I'm always pants, but this next one. Just ignore my driving today. Pants and boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants. Ooh. Ah, ah. Awesome, man. Yeah, please. Oh, look at that. British Racing Green Aston. Absolutely.
5.
England.
3, 2, 1. Go. 50. Turn 1 left. Don't cut. Opens 100 to chicane. Right entry.
Oh, this thing sounds good.
50. Chicane. Left entry. 160. Turn square right.
Oh, I hope this sound is translating for you guys.
100. Flat crest.
It sounds
90.
lovely.
3 right tightens. Into 6 left. Opens over crest long. Tightens don't cut 2 over junction. 60. 3
cut
right.
2.
Tightens over crest.
Oh, wow, that really did get
into
tight.
slow. Turn square right, don't cut.
Yeah, we let him off,
50.
Chris, don't worry.
4 left long, don't cut. Opens 200. Turn unseen, 1 right, don't cut. Into don't cut, 4 left. 150 over crest. 5 right long, opens over crest. into turn 4 left over crest, 100, 3 left over crest, don't cut, 80, 4 right, into 6 left, 30.
Whoa, I got a little twisted up there.
Cut 2 right long.
Just over that crest, that front end stepped out on me.
Opens over crest into 6
2
left over crest, into turn 4 right, don't cut, 100, 6 left, opens slow 30, crest into turn square left, don't cut, opens 100.
Oh, there's my square left. Woo! Little donut at the end there. Hey, what's up, safety crew? Gave up completely on that corner and just turned into doing donuts instead.
Into turn, don't cut, hairpin left, 80, flat right.
Oh, it almost had enough weight transfer.
Flat crest, into 4 left long, into 4 right long, opens over crest.
Yeah, I gotta look up the real thing. Oh, man, I'd love to.
Tightens, into turn unseen 2 right, opens long, caution, tightens.
Sure, like just like any motor, like once you actually hear it in person, it's something else.
Into 3 left, very long.
Oh, tightens, I forgot
40, that. Unseen, hairpin left. And hairpin right. Into 6 left and 6 right long, tightens 4. Into 5 left, 100 downhill, unseen hairpin left, opens, and open hairpin right, 200.
This thing sounds absolutely mega.
Long
He's
crest,
brilliant.
into
Oh, I'm
6
fun
left
driving
over
this
crest,
one.
downhill, slow 100, turn unseen hairpin right, 200 over crest.
Slowly falling in love with this car. I don't want to knacker it into a post right at the end of the race.
Keep left over 80 over jump, unseen, 1 left, tightens over crest.
Unseen 1 left, tightens over crest.
Into 6 right, opens, flat over crest, into 6 left, 100, over finish, to stop.
Yay, there we go. Agreed. It's predictable grip, isn't it? Spain's a little off, but yeah, Germany does feel great. All right, unfortunately, guys, I am gonna have to wrap it up for the evening. Like I said, unfortunately, with the world the way it is right now, there is a curfew in my home, so I do need to be bouncing out of here. So we did touch on a little bit of the Solberg World Cup for this one. We did 3 events for it, but especially after such a long day and being caught out by the rain, it did not go very much according to plan. So we did a little bit of practice and then jumped into this instead. We'll be back on Friday. We're going to come back stronger than ever. We're going to finish first, and if we don't, I'll do push-ups. That's not actually going to happen, but it felt like a fun thing to say at the time. But we're going to come back stronger than ever. We'll tackle day 2 a little later on. As for you guys, stay healthy, stay safe, really take care of yourselves and your loved ones. I know it's a very strange time for everybody, so just be good to everyone, and hopefully we can start things back up again shortly. All right, we'll be back on Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you want to check in at the same time, then we'll be back. But otherwise, cheers all. Thank you very much. You'll highlight my week. All right. Bye, 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 bye.
We can't see them. They're not off the road. We think they're in the water.
Oh God, no, this can't have happened.
The feeling of dread. It was sickening.
There is no process written for something like that.
The lucky boys.
I think there was a lot of shock, to be honest, at the time.
We weren't really thinking, oh, we're going to continue. I mean, cars in the bottom of the lake, it's not going to continue.
Why won't it start for tomorrow? It was just a challenge. We've got to give it a try.
The effort was so big. Everybody was involved.
Do everything you can until something else stops you. Giving up is the worst thing you can do.
The overriding memory is when the car started.